This one's for the girls. Hi, guys, and welcome to our podcast for Produce 101 Japan, The Girls. We are going to be reviewing episode one and two as a combined thing, which, oh, sorry for my mic, for a combined review. And sorry for our absence, but we are back. So Aneesa, how do you feel about episode one and two? I know episode three dropped in Japan, but hasn't yet. So I don't know if that also alters your thoughts, but at least for one and two, how do you
Oh,
feel?
one and two. I haven't watched episode three at all. I haven't
Neither
watched the
have I.
stages, so yeah, no
Yeah.
opinion on that yet. But for episodes
Yeah.
one and two, I think this show is going to be great. It seems like
hmm
they're sticking with the Produce Japan format, which is they're clearly pulling inspiration, a lot of inspiration from K-pop, but they still have their own thing. Like there's no girls' war. Remember when I told you like Produce Japan, they really write stories where it's like
Yeah.
it's about the girls' development and there's no
hmm
like yeah, like, the first stage didn't have like, we're going to compare this team and this team and they're going to perform the same song. Like, no, everyone had their own songs and everyone,
Right.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to this. It's going to be good.
I did take a little sneak peek at episode three. Not they haven't dropped the show and it's streaming on some app, Japanese app.
Let me know
But
or something.
yeah, yes, Lamino,
Mhm.
yes, yes. But so far, I think I just need the episode in full context. I need to see them work at it. So I feel like I'm like, okay, great stage. I need to know more. So definitely excited for episode three. But one and two were very good. And
Yeah.
I like how I got like I don't really have like a oh, I don't want this one to get in, and I don't want. I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm just watching this girl group get formed, and
hmm
I'm enjoying the ride. So it's been very enjoyable.
hmm
Would you like to share your top 11?
Yeah. Here's my current top 11.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I tried to show their faces more basically, and then also the stages that they're in.
hmm
Um, so I'll name them and talk about them a little bit. So overall, for my top 11, actually, I only changed maybe two or three girls.
hmm
Yeah, but it's pretty much the same. I feel like from the PR videos and then like from the dance that with their fan cam of when they did the theme song, I got a good
Yes.
idea of the girls. So I feel like this is probably going to be my top 11 until elimination. So
Nice.
yeah, so not much change. So one, I still have Akiyama Emma, who's still my one pick. And oh, I also have their ranking at the bottom too, so we can see like how they
hmm
are. Yeah, so she was in Cutie Honey performance. That stage didn't really do that well. They didn't really get that high of a ranking. I think they got like straight
hmm
C's across the board or something. Um, Number two is Ebihara Tsuzumi, and she was the one who was like rank one in the like
Right. I have
before the demo. Yeah.
great vocals.
Yeah, her voice is so good. Like I think before in our previous episode, I was saying like she was playing the guitar, and usually I don't
hmm
care for girls who just sit and play guitars, but like her voice
Yes.
was so good. I was like, she has to debut, and come to find out, she's like rank one in the demo, whatever the pre-ranking system was. That was
hmm
interesting too.
Yeah.
Um, Number three, who's a fan favorite, and every time I see her, I'm just like, I get why she's a fan favorite because she's get like I love her now too, which is Momona. She did,
Yes.
yeah, she did Idol with Kokoro and or ex Cherry Bullet member. Yeah,
Yeah.
number four is I think it's Takami Ayane, and she was the one that I was also hyping up. She had one of my favorite PR videos. She had the Japanese tea ceremony, and then she's on this show using her whisper voice now, and I'm just like, that was unexpected but I love it. Five is Sakurai Miyu. I actually liked her spicy stage more than what we've seen of her in her fan cam, her center fan cam for the theme song.
Yes,
So,
I agree.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, I still have Kokoro up there. I like her stage presence. I like her smile because her smile is just like really big, especially on stage. Um,
hmm
I still have Kano Miyu. I think I mentioned on the previous episode that I had no idea when I chose her in my top 11 originally, I didn't even know she was on Girls Planet. I just chose her based off of her PR video, her dancing, her visuals, and then I went back and did research and realized that she was on Girls Planet. So she's still in my top 11.
hmm
Kotone Nakamori. I didn't know that she had a twin sister on the show. I don't really care for her twin that much. I only like her, unfortunately.
Yes.
um, So new
Hmm.
faces, I have Chiharu, Ando Chiharu and I think it's Koyami Mana. So they were the duo who did Blue Bird and they're like the Miss Japan duo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like them as a unit, like
Wait,
twin flames.
Mana, you have her on yours?
Yes.
Oh, yay!
And then finally, rank 11, I have Pseudo Sakura. I remember you mentioned her before. You were like, "Oh, I like that girl behind Sakurai Miyu." And I did notice her. I was like, "She's pretty," but I just needed to see more from her. And her
Mm.
stage, Chase the Chance stage, that was exactly what I needed. Right out the gates with the hats down and they had the hip motion. I was like,
All those girls
that's
did great on that
yes.
stage in
Yes.
general. So I do not have any. I like love your 11. Like
Oh,
it's. Hmm?
yeah, I'm surprised you like them. I mean,
No, I don't have any disdain for anybody on this show, to be honest. Like
yeah.
to be quite fair, I'm like the only person that's like I like you, but I don't know if you're right for this group is the really fierce one. When they were, I don't remember her name, but when they were doing reevaluations, and she's like giving me like Hikaru Kepler energy. I'm like, I don't know if this one is for you. Like she was the one that went really hard with the rap. I don't remember her name because she's not a part of my like my eyesight right now.
Mm-hmm.
But even her, I don't hate her. I just think she wouldn't. I don't know if this is the right thing for her. I don't think they're making a Kepler like fierce girl, and Kepler's not fierce anymore. So I don't
Yeah.
think they're making that kind of thing. But I have like I like your 11. Like some like to be honest, there's a lot of repeats in yours in mine.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, I'm
So
surprised.
yeah,
Okay.
there's a good portion of them that
Yeah.
are in mine. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
overall in my 11, like
Mhm.
five of these girls, I think, like five or six are in the top
Yeah, have a good
12.
chance.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
would say like the rest of them have a pretty high chance of surviving the first elimination at least,
Right. Hmm.
so just because like some of them came in with the fan base, some of them got it because of their PR video.
Right.
So yeah, I think for the first elimination, I'll probably be okay. Like obviously everyone wants their entire top 11 to debut.
Hmm.
So I can't vote, so I can't get upset. I can't get excited. I just have to watch the show and
Right.
talk about the ones that I like. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just excited for like what's to come. I don't have any expectations because I don't know. I think this is a good 11. I think this is a really good 11.
Yeah, yeah.
So here is my 11
Oh,
in no
really?
particular order. In no
Okay.
particular order.
Hmm.
So I have notes. So Sakata Kotane, she's in F class. I don't remember what stage she did. I don't think she stood out to me on this like demo stage, but she was eating those girls up during the reevaluation. Like everyone was kind of low spirits, and she was still leave high. And then the trainer was like, "You should be in C class," and he's like, "I can tell you have a story." And
Yes.
her background was like she was a part of agencies before, but they always either kicked her out or she got kicked out of the debut line or something along those lines, saying you have no talent. And I don't know, her determination really like made me like focus on her, and I think she deserves to be at least a part of like my viewing experience. I don't know, like I enjoyed seeing her try.
Yeah,
Um,
Kotone, she's like I kind of remember her because she's roughly my top 20 pretty much.
mhm,
And
mhm.
she was F not because she was bad. I don't remember why
Yes.
she was F, but I just
Because they said they want for her to work on her foundations, I believe. I think
something like that. Yeah, because
something like that.
they always do the rankings in like a weird way sometimes where like obviously shouldn't be an F, but they just put them there for shock value. I think she was one of
Well,
them.
I also they love to see the change of like I was here and now boom.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Hmm.
Um so then there's Koyama Mana, which she is my Minju, okay? She is why am I always looking for a Minju? I'm always looking for a Minju. She's in rank F or class F right now, but she's so beautiful. I appreciate her. Um, this is so interesting. It's like I like them for very different reasons in this show, but she's like, yeah, I'm a pageant queen and I'm a model and now I want to try idol. I'm like, cool. And she's so gorgeous. I believe she's a part of the older age range in the contestants, and I think that would really be helpful and ground the group in terms of like having that big sister in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked her stage, and I like her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Ebihara Tsuzumi.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I thought I was like when she first came in, like sitting down, it's like, oh, you're cocky, and I said, okay, I
Really?
understand why you're cocky. A little bit, like
She
she knows
didn't
she's
get
good.
she didn't give me that at all. I felt like she was too humble, like because Japanese people, I feel like they tend to be Japanese girls in particular tend to be a little bit too humble sometimes, you know?
Or
So
maybe
that's
I
the
just how
vibes I was getting.
I felt like she's like, oh, she's number one, and she's like, it could be the cut from her smiling to the people talking, maybe. But I was like, oh, okay, you're like, I'm like, okay, girl, you think you're this that, and she's saying, so okay, all right, I have to give it
She
to
doesn't
you.
think she knows she's this and that.
And then when she was dancing and singing, I said, okay, she's really good. She's
Mm-hmm.
really good. So I really like her. And I don't think she was cocky in a bad way. I just feel like when you know you're
Mm-hmm.
good, you know you're good. And they're like, ask her, sing again. I'm like, oh yeah, she's in here. And what do I have to say? Takami Ayane. I just have one word written down. Beyonce. Um, she was Beyonce. They were doing the eyes on stage, and she was like, "Kima show," and I was like, "Okay, girl, we get it. You're eating these girls up." She was eating these girls up. I said they didn't give her a chance. And then when they, skip to the interview, she's like, oh well, I didn't have enough confidence. I'm like, no, no, you were over here giving just so much broccoli. I was like, you just ate all these like the five other girls up. But I
She
really like
was
her voice.
she's kind of giving me the vibes of someone who likes performing because she doesn't have to be herself. She can like be someone else on stage.
Transform.
Yes, like she's
Yes.
transforms.
Yes, yes. You know what? I think when I like got her vibe, I'm like, she's a girl in the high school that's like, I'm so shy. And then you give her the mic and she's over here being, this
Yeah.
superstar. I really like her. From
Mhm.
the same team. Sorry, I gotta go to the second page. Oh, uh, I might butcher this. Sakuraba Haruka
Mhm.
also was in the same group with Ayane.
Mm.
She's an F.
Mm.
She wasn't great, but there was magic there. And even they said it. And I was like, okay, I'm not delirious.
No, they get it. I mean,
They're like,
Japanese people, they're used to building people up, in their idol industry, so they get it.
because I was like, okay, they get it. Because they're like, you're like, you have to work on yourself, but there's something raw there with your voice. And we like that. And I was like, I felt the same way. So I was so happy that they saw what I saw. Because when she did her note, I was like, her voice cracked and everything. I'm like, there's just something here that I really like.
Hmm.
and I'm not trying to be like, go girl, give us nothing. I was like, there is something here. So I had to give it to her there. Um, okay. Sorry, I wrote down a lot of notes, so I want
Hmm.
to be thorough.
Yeah.
So Sato Emily or Amelie,
Hmm.
she's from America. She got placed in, I think, D class, but she's giving me Yunjin. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because the New York thing, and
Mm.
she has a vast background in dance, which is like reverse Yunjin, where she had an advanced background in singing. And I think that we need to keep an eye out on her because I think she's gonna like come back for revenge for her rank because I thought she was competent. I don't really think she deserved a D. I think she deserved maybe C, but that's just how I feel regarding that.
I think from what I remember from her performance, I feel like as someone who's so trained in dance, I feel like her dance wasn't that great. And then vocally,
Mm-hmm.
she wasn't that great either. So I can kind of see why they ranked her that way,
Oh,
because
okay.
rankings are never fair. So someone else in the D rank probably is much worse than her, you know what I mean? But sometimes
Yeah.
they think about those things. Like you're supposed to
Yeah.
be a dancer, but you didn't dance that well. So we're gonna rate you harsher.
Maybe so. Either way, I think I do see your perspective. I think that she has more to show.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, now don't throw don't throw tomatoes at me. They're in the lower rank for me because like they're just generally good, but I didn't connect with their story as much as the others. I have Miyu here, Sakurai Miyu. I liked her spicy stage. I thought it was very, very brave and bold to pick a K-pop song and sing it in Korean because I'm like, aespa doesn't have any, from what I know, Japanese versions. But also, she's been trained in Korea. She was a part of Hybe for a little bit. So I thought that was good. And I really liked her expression. She's like, I'm ready to learn, sing, and dance to the theme song. And I thought that was very endearing. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought that she deserved to be on the list. And after seeing her stage, as you said, I liked her demo stage more than her center performance in Leap High.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like the song is different from Spicy, and maybe that's her thing. And she probably can learn different colors while she's on here. So she has more to show. I want to like review Kokoro and Momona together.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're currently the number one and two spots in the ranking right
Mm-hmm.
now. So I think they're gonna be like the package, buy one get one free, maybe for now until people start to change their vote and things change. But Kokoro, I loved her dance and her stage presence. And Momona brought the vocal. Oh, sorry, my phone. Momona brought the vocal aspect to the stage. I thought Momona vocally brought it, and I knew she would because she's a former Hello Project girl, and those Hello Project girls, mind you, I've been a fan of them. I have stopped because I grew up and whatever, but back in my childhood, Morning Musume, Cute, Berries Kobo, Bueno, those girls know how to sing. They're kind of like a very parallel version of AKB, where these girls come in talented. So I knew, and especially with her 6, 7 years in Hello Project, I'm like, yeah, she's gonna bring it. But Coco's no slouch either, and it definitely shows with her training from I believe the company was FNC
Mm-hmm.
that did Cherry Bullet. So they're both like well stacked
Mm-hmm.
talent wise. But I do agree with the judges on how they were A class, but they were so focused on we have to execute it this way and that way that I don't think they let loose and had as much fun as they could have. And the song that they performed seemed like it could have been a lot of fun.
Oh,
But
that
I
song
think
is a really popular song.
mhm.
Yeah.
So I have them on my list, but I do agree that they have more to show and room to grow.
Personally,
Uh
that performance to me was kind of giving Sakura on Produce 48. Like, I know that you are worth being an A class, but that
yes.
stage was not an A class stage, you know?
Yeah.
But so it doesn't make sense to give them an A class, but like they should be at that level, you know what I mean?
Right. Right. Exactly. I don't I feel like this girl, my 10th spot is probably my first choice, my one pick.
Really?
Aramaki Joa has got
Yeah.
me walking around saying wing buzzing, wing ring ring ring. She has me singing that silly song. She is I don't know why, because I'm like, she wasn't good vocally, but she was interesting and entertaining. Um and she was placed in B class, but if I am correct, I believe she moved up to A class. Because I saw like her placing on the stage and like, is she in A class now? Um, and I like her. I don't know. She's interesting. I feel like Loki, she should have been an F, but I don't know how she's like. I don't know.
Yeah,
But she's.
definitely her stage, like she caught my eye. I feel like she's up there for me too, but not my
Mhm.
top 11. But I can see like if some of my girls get eliminated, she might end up there.
Right. And then Kobayashi Sei should
Mhm.
have been in B class right along with Joa because she carried the wing stage vocally. And
Mhm.
I felt very slighted before her because I'm like, and I felt she felt slighted too because I'm like, she was the only vocally not sour one. And why is she not with the other one that was like the center, sure, but like she was good enough to be in that group. And I felt like, that was unfair.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's my 11. Hopefully, I did a good job with like explaining why.
Yeah, I feel like every time you make a top 11, top 9, whatever it is, like I can name every girl as a member of Eyes One. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then like when I make a top, I feel like the girls match SNSD more. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if that
Hmm.
makes sense, but like I feel like I see an Eyes One vision here.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know you said that Emily or whatever,
Hmm.
that she was giving Yoonjin, but I don't know,
Yeah.
like seeing this group together, she kind of is giving me Unbi right now. Like I can see her
Oh,
like I don't
really?
know if she's the
Wow.
oldest, but I can see her like kind of leading the group.
Well, Momona, no, no, Momona, Mana is the oldest. She's like 24.
Yeah, but I don't really know if I see her as a leader. I just
No,
like
she's giving
she's
Sakura. Let's be real.
yes, yes, exactly.
No, but I don't know, and this could shift because I like so many of the girls,
Mm,
but these are the ones that stood out to me, especially
yeah.
Joa, because I mean, I swear, I'm over here wing buzzing.
No, like this is really eyes one. Like Ebihara is Glassy singing the high notes. You got Kotane like Yena doing some raps or something. I don't know. Like I can see I can see
I
this.
didn't I didn't know that Izone was just my group. It's so fun. But yeah, this is my top 11 so far.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about your favorite demo stages?
Okay, sure.
If you
Let's start.
have any?
I have so many.
Yeah.
I like the automatic stage.
Oh,
I like that stage.
yeah.
It, and for me, oh, also, my true one pick is Reno, the judge, the
You're
Let's Go
sick.
Janina.
I knew you would like her.
I wrote her on my page. I said first top pick, and I put her on my page, and
Yeah.
I underlined it and everything. I just wanted to say she is my one pick. If I could vote for her, I would.
That's actually funny because she was getting a lot of hate for the way that she was handling everything like on the
No,
show.
you see, I think she's just has such an American vibe that I got it.
Yeah.
And you are always going to need a Simon Cowell to a Paul Abdul. Like you're always going to need that dichotomy, I suppose. But
Yeah.
no, she's so entertaining to me, and I
She
love
is
it.
entertaining. Sometimes I feel like it's exhausting, but the thing is that even if you don't like her, she gives really good advice to the girls.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so she's
I
actually
mean,
a
here's
good
the
mentor.
deal. If you think, I'm sure everyone that worked with her that like doesn't get her, they're probably tired. Think about them SNSD girls she trained and got to do the dances. I'm sure Tiffany loved her, and all the other girls like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nevertheless, in no particular order, Automatic I really liked. That song does not have a dance, so that song is old. And I thought it was very brave to do a Utada Ikaru song, like very, very brave. Sure, I think both of them are competent vocalists, but you're dancing, and if you're not trained to be stable, then obviously that's going to be hard. But I really like what they brought. I like that they fit the vibe. I just like that stage. It was entertaining. I just wish the only things that I would wish they didn't have was like the voice cracks and the like key parts. But I mean, they're young. I don't know. I just really enjoyed that stage. What do you feel about that one?
So that's the one with the two girls.
Yeah.
Two girls, okay. Yeah, it was okay. I didn't like is one of the girls the one that's she's not the one that's in your top, okay, because they have similar faces, so sometimes I mix them
Yes.
up.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so the one with the short hair, I didn't really like care. I feel like she wasn't really giving that much, but
Oh
I liked
wow.
the other one who had the long hair.
You know what's funny? Why I probably like the show a lot is because before K-pop, I grew up on J-pop. So
Mm,
any voice crack, any minor, again, AKB are not those kind of girls. And even some of the Hello Project girls, they're not, some of them, they're more vocally inclined than others, but they have those little minor moments too. So I'm like, my childhood. Oh, you sound great, even though they're like not performing as great as they good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really entertaining. But I
Mm-hmm.
like that stage. Um, I really liked. Let me think. I feel like there's so many stages I really enjoyed. Believe it or not, I liked the idol La Ta Ta stage.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that one was good too. I
I
don't
actually thought
think.
it was really good.
Okay.
I have
Yeah.
something not good to say about that
Oh,
stage.
please go ahead.
Um, so in that team, so that's the Remember Me team, right? And they had like a bunch of
Yeah,
girls from
they
different things.
the one girl from they're like, oh, you've all had a chance to debut. I said, except the girl from America's Got Talent. You don't debut from that show.
Yeah, yeah. So that girl, I think that's the one I'm thinking about, who was like a really strong
Yeah.
dancer with the red pants. She was on
Hmm.
like the American reality show. I
Yeah.
thought her dancing was just like too much.
Subpar. Oh, really?
Is it okay? I don't know if we're thinking about the same one, but they're like the best dancer on that team, pretty much, who said she was on an American reality show or something. I felt
What
like her
class did she
dancing
get put
was
in?
too, I don't know, and I don't really remember her name either.
Okay.
But she was like really, she's like the short one in that group too. But yeah, her
Hmm.
dancing was like really powerful, and I don't know. Sometimes I feel like if it's a K-pop group, yes, you want to stand out, but I felt like she was very much like, look at me, and also I'm better than everyone else here, and I'm hitting every single dance here. And it's not just her, some of the other girls, I felt like were dancing too hard. And sometimes I'm just like, these songs don't require dancing like hard hitting moves, like her moves were like too sharp, you know?
You know why? Probably because the dichotomy of J-pop versus K-pop, and they're probably like, we're doing this K-pop inspired group. We gotta open the potato chips, do this, do that, like just go extra, and
Yeah, but
there's a lack
Latata,
of finesse.
yeah, Latata's dance isn't really like that. It's not like that the whole dance, She was kind of that sharpness was just the entire dance. And not that I'm a professional dancer, but I felt like she didn't really understand the move. She just
The
wanted to
vibe,
stand out. Yeah, she just
yeah.
wanted to like show everyone like I'm the best dancer here.
She
Like
was showing all skill, but not fitting the concept of what
yeah,
the
yeah,
performance was. Yeah.
yeah.
What are your tops, or what were more enjoyable for you?
My one of my favorite stages. Oh, I did say La Tata was one of my favorite ones. I thought like in general, overall, it was just a good stage. It was just a nice
You just
stage to
had to
watch.
read them first a little bit.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Um, I liked Wannabe a lot. I
Oh
felt like, I mean,
yeah.
obviously Ebihara is in that group, so she's great, but I felt like as a collective, the whole group did really
They
well.
could have debuted it like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Hmm.
that was like that was a good cover. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pseudo Sakura's team, I felt like her whole team was giving like Gyaru that whole style, that vibe. I was like, oh, I like this team. I mean, she's my favorite in that team, but
Hmm.
as a whole, like the hit movement that they did in the beginning, I was like, yes, yes, yes. They did on every beat. I was like, oh, this is good. That's how you start an intro. Like
Hmm.
to snatch the audience's attention. That's
Hmm.
how you do it.
Can I name a girl that I just want to shout her out?
Yeah.
I don't remember her name, but she's like, I like sexy dance. And I'm like,
No,
okay.
wait, is she the one who's like, oh, I'm really good at sexy dance with the blonde hair?
Yeah.
And then you know what? When she was doing that sexy dance, I was watching this and I thought they were gonna give her an Mnet edit. Like she's gonna do that dance and everyone's gonna be like, wow, that was so good. And I'm gonna sit here like that was not good. But they didn't lie to her face. They were like, honey, you think you're good at sexy dance. We're here to tell you you're not good at it.
She was like, I like sexy dance. And she's just like, I'm like,
It wasn't good.
it's giving like family reunion, bring the boombox out and perform for auntie and uncle while they eat their ribs. And they won't ever tell you you're bad,
Yes.
but they are going to let you try kind of vibes.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
think she's going to move her forward though. I think
Hmm.
she's going to get fans.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about the spicy team and Suzu especially?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like that team. The
I,
trio was
I,
nice.
oh, sorry. Which, were we doing spicy first?
Yeah, the spicy team. That's a
Oh
team
yeah.
with
Okay. I mean,
Sakurai, Miyu, Suzu, and then the third person whose name I don't know. I'm so sorry.
the Roy Bing.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh my gosh. And I'm sure she has fans, but we're all here for pretty much Fei Fei or Curly. That's that
I'm
team
so,
to me.
I'm so she will forever be, if anyone's a third member anything and you don't know who they are, Roy Bing.
Yep, yep.
Oh, poor girl. But I thought they did standard. They did good. I mean, I
Mm.
don't have anything negative to say. I feel like
I
they were
think they
all
were,
talented, just like executing.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know if they let loose and had fun.
yeah. Yeah, that was definitely it was a good stage, but that was definitely a stage. It's like we're going to do it exactly how we rehearsed, and we're not
Yes,
going to give a unique stage performance to this group of people.
right.
Yeah, which is okay. That's okay to do too, but it just feels like it's missing a little bit. And I think they specifically called out Sakurai for that. Like Miyu, they
Hmm.
told her like you need to relax a little bit, you know.
I mean, for her, she's like, this is my last chance. So I
Yeah.
get it. I
Hmm.
get it. I mean, if you were here, then there, and Niju Project, and then Hybe, and then this, and then that, and then on top of that, she said she almost debuted in New Jeans. I know she's in her whole bag right now. Like, I would be like, I really could have been super shy right now.
I feel like no matter how you look at it, it hurts because Niju is like the number one girl group in Japan right now. That could have been
Yes,
her. New Jeans is like
yes,
the
the
number one
number one
it girl
K-pop.
global K-pop group right
Yes,
now. That could have been her.
yes,
Like it's
yes,
yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Mm, yeah.
yeah.
I think I mentioned all of my favorite teams basically.
Sorry, one
I like
second.
the yeah.
Okay, sorry. Oh, I'm back. My apologies.
There's the team called Little Heroine with they're covering the ice or something like that. It was the
Mhm.
team of like a bunch of theater kids basically. I loved their
Were they
facial
really extra?
expressions.
And then when they gave that girl A class, she's like, "Thank you." That
No, no,
one.
no. That's not that team. I know what team you're
Okay.
talking about. This is the team where I don't know if you remember the master's comments, but they were saying like, "Oh, I like that you guys pulled off your scarf, and then you pull out a random scarf, and then you pull out
Oh
another
yeah,
scarf."
they were that my girl Reno. She was like, "Your choreography with the scarves were so good." Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I like that team. I felt like, I mean, I guess it's because they all have theater experience. So it was just
Hmm.
to me, it was an engaging stage to watch. You know, they're working with props and they have their facial expressions, they're acting. I'm just like, okay, I like that. I like their vocals
Yeah.
too.
Mm. There are a lot of good trainees in this show. I think the
Hmm.
casting was really well done.
Yeah,
I think they're chef's kiss.
yep, yep. Um, do you have any other comments? Do you want to see the current top 11? I have
Can
the
I just
top
read this?
11.
I want to read one group.
Which
The
group?
ballerinas, girls, whatever.
Oh, that's the one who covered one of the Masters
The
songs,
butterfly
right?
song. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
girls. And they were all pretty. And I was like, this dry song with your, is this not
I
giving?
know the song was dry and their vocals weren't good. And like the master, all she could say was, or the
she
mentor,
said, she said, thank you for covering my song.
yes, yes. And that's all you can say.
Oh, I was like, girls, so much opportunity wasted.
Yeah.
Like, bring the ballerina to something that's not expected. Did not this dry song. Do something fast paced. You know what they could have done? You remember that old movie uh where that white girl went to Juilliard and then she like went to hip hop classes. It was like so old and they had that song Live Your Dreams and she was doing all this ballet stuff. It was like so old, like early 2000s. Like it was it. I don't know. Like people in the comments that are just as old as me, like you probably know. I remember it. I'm gonna write it in the comments. But they should have done something like that. Like bring the hip hop ballerina something. Like do something fresh. I just felt like so much wasted potential on like three strong dancers not showing themselves off as well as they could.
Mm.
It was this dry song. And then I'm just like, girls, I know y'all want to show off to this master, but it's not, or they don't do masters. It's a girls' planet. to this host, this mentor, it's just not working out.
Well, they
But I
choose the
still,
songs before they even know who any of the mentors are.
oh, okay. So it's just like coincidence.
Yeah, basically.
Even worse, I think they should have like brought the ballerina prim and proper to something that wasn't prim and proper. That's my thought. Because I
Hmm.
thought they were talented. They just were wasting it on something so lame. I just had to read them because I like them.
Yeah, the master is so sweet though. The mentor, she was like,
Was it
"Thank you
sweet
for performing my
with her
song."
fierce bob? Thank you for covering my song.
She has really cute eyes to me. That mentor, like her eyes. I think she's also the host of the show, but yeah, like her eyes are just
she,
so cute. She looks so sweet.
she looks like a parallel world Zelda. She looks like an elf to me, like
Yeah, she does.
otherworldly.
She does.
Like if she had like blonde hair, I'd be like, oh yeah, Zelda.
So I have the top ranking. So these are the top 11 as of
Okay.
episode 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's the ranking as of episode 2. I know episode 3 is out already, but we don't have that
Yeah.
right now. So we have um number 1 is Suzu, 2 is Kokoro, 3 Tsuzumi, Momona, Miyu, Kokona. Is that how you say your name? I think it's Kokona.
Mhm.
Ishiran, Rio, Ayane, Kagura, and Sakura. And I just put a screenshot of the stage that they're in for reference so
Mm.
that we can
So
see.
we need wing buzzing in here. I don't dislike this, but
Mm. I mean,
could be
it's
different.
mostly girls who either did a lot to stand out or are
Yeah,
basically coming in with the fandom.
right. I feel like it's gonna shift a little bit, maybe.
Oh,
A
definitely.
little
You
bit.
know, these shows will always start shifting.
Okay, let's call it now. There's about 6 or 7 girls in here that's destined to debut, but who are the
Yeah.
like 5 that are gonna shift?
The 5 who are gonna shift. Oh
Yeah, who are
man.
you calling may drop?
Um, this is really me being biased, but
Yeah.
personally, I don't know if Ishiran, the one who did Tiger, rank 7,
Okay,
I
we're on
don't
the same page
know
because
if
I
she's
don't think
gonna
she will either.
debut. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's because I remember she used to be in my top 11. I came
Hmm.
in already as a fan as her of hers, and I
Yeah.
saw her stage and then dropped her because I felt like she wasn't giving what I
Hmm.
expected, especially being in Girls Girls. Like that group can dance and they can sing. So to me, I felt like her stage was disappointing. I don't know
Yep.
if her other fans feel the same, that they might just drop her.
Right. No, I'm so it's so funny we're on the same page with that one.
Mhm.
I really agree.
Kato Kagura is the rank F who went viral for being rank F. So I
Yes.
feel like she, depending on how the first performance goes, she
Hmm.
might have solidified her debut by being rough. Like all she needs is to be on stage and like glow and like solidify her fan base.
Hmm.
Yeah.
As far as I know for now, I definitely do feel the girl that did JO1, I don't think she's safe.
Yeah.
But I it only time will tell. The
Mm.
like I feel like we start to know for sure in the second elimination. Like we're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, we start to get an idea. When we did Boys Planet, I think
Hmm.
from the very first elimination, like the very
Hmm.
first one when they cut it at 50, we
Hmm.
said like 6 of these guys will debut and 3 of them won't debut, and that's exactly what happened. So probably after the first elimination, I'll compare this group to either Produce 101, very first
Hmm.
season, and also Produce 48 to
Yep.
see. I mean, even though Produce 48 was rigged, but we can still make a
Finally
comparison.
compare. All
Yeah,
right.
so
All
next
right.
time I'll have a comparison chart for us so we can get an idea of who may or may not debut.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they have Beyonce in this lineup, so she'll be glassy.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, I love Japanese Beyonce Knowles.
Hmm.
I really do. I, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other comments or anything you're looking forward to episode 3?
I feel like episode 3 and 4. I need this in one
Hmm.
super sit down, just get it all done.
Yeah.
I hate the splitting up the performances, but I'm excited to see how this show works out, and I appreciate them having the YouTube English episodes. It's so
Yeah.
much better. I remember season two. I think we tried to watch season two, not record or produce or anything like that, but just to watch, and they only streamed it in English, and then after the stream was over, it disappeared. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not helpful. Like we all have different things going on in our lives, so we can't, But I appreciate that. It just feels fun. It feels fun. I like seeing them try. I'm curious, and this is like a greater conversation, like because they're trying to like cater to some sense of a Western audience, somewhat, which is very unique for a Japanese girl group.
Hmm.
Um, I wonder who the producers they have in mind for this upcoming album
Hmm.
and what the sound is going to be like.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the debut. And whatever their debut is, that's their sound because JO1, they debuted and their concept, like they're very much a K-pop group. They're singing in Japanese, JO1, and they've stuck with their concept pretty much. Like that is their sound.
It's interesting because Zero Base One, I feel like we were as a united front all petitioned them to be Flower Boys, and they have been Flower Boys.
I think even the producers going into that show were like, I just think we were all in sync. The producers, like Mnet, like the fans, we all were just like, this is what we want. And also, like sometimes you know when there's like a gap in
In the industry
concepts.
in the
Yeah, and
market.
there was a
Yeah.
gap there, and you have to be able to spot the gap quickly and have that group
Yes.
ready quickly. And that's kind of why
Yes.
Girls Crush was like really annoying like 2 years ago or something like that when
Yes.
around when Espa debuted because Blackpink filled the Girl Crush concept already, and then
Well
every
enough.
group was like trying to copy that and repeat that, so it just made it exhausting. So I will
When
say
it
Mnet is smart because they can quickly fill gaps. Like Eyes One was filling the elegance gap too.
they just missed the mark with Kepler, man. I mean, Kepler found their sound now, but
Hmm.
honestly, they're just the fifth generation CLC to me. They are CLC essentially. Like they switch concepts and sound. They found a sound. They're just basically mid girls walking around the city energy. Like
Yeah, I think they were
it.
going for a duality concept, but they should make that clear from the
Yeah.
beginning. Like they should
Mm-hmm.
like make it clear this is our concept, like kind of like how Red Velvet did it. Because I feel like
Yes.
if you don't say this is our concept, then
It's
it just looks
confusing.
like, yeah, it's confusing and it looks like you're
Mm-hmm.
abandoning the fans. It looks like you don't even know your own concept, and
Right.
they probably didn't. Like to me, it
Right.
I feel like Kepler was trying to do a duality concept, but also it comes off as them not knowing what they want to do. So
I also feel like you're very smart and you like figured their concept out before they figured their concept out. And I
yeah,
think you're giving them more credit than they actually
that's
deserve.
what I was thinking too. I honestly think at the end of the day they didn't know what they wanted to do. They just didn't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, but I also think Mnet will never miss ever again. I think they learned their lesson so hard with Kepler. I think they're in their entire bag. Not getting off topic, but like this Island season two girls edition. It's gonna be something crazy. But back to Girls Planet or Girls Planet, god dang it. Back to Produce Japan, the girls.
Hmm.
I'm very curious to see how the sound and the concept is going to be and what they're aiming for because Niju is already fulfilling this kind of interesting space of JYP girl Japan and that whole thing is kind of this fun, like very JYP sounding. I mean, JYP sounding now,
Hmm.
the new era. So I wonder what this girl group's going to give. Because then there's also other girl groups. There's still AKB48 that has their own lane. So I wonder
Hmm.
what lane they're going to take.
Yeah, I hope they will figure it out for sure.
I hope that made sense.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. And as long as Ayane Beyonce is in the group, this is gonna be a good group because I feel like she is like a key member. I mean, okay, there's Momona, like she has got a debut, and Miyu's gonna debut because she's center, but we need Ayane in the group and we need Ebihara in the group as the vocalists.
I'm it's gonna be interesting. No offense. No offense. This could be the first J-pop girl group that actually has like some vocal powerhouse behind it.
Hmm.
I I'm so sorry. I don't consider J-pop like, oh my gosh, it's the vocals. I think of it, there's so many other things. They are so good at A&R and artist development in Japan that it kind of compensates for where they lack in terms of vocal ability for some of these artists. But Beyonce, Ayane, Ayane, she really, like, I have not heard ever a Japanese vocalist, female, that actually has vibrato in their voice. That shook me.
It's
I'm
rare.
like,
It's
wow, she's
rare.
actually is very. She does not sing like a typical J-pop artist, and I
Mm-hmm.
think it could really diversify their tracks.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. So I'm.
Mm-hmm.
She could be the unrigged slay.
This group is gonna be so good. And then like JO1, I don't know, but I don't keep up with I like that. Sorry, because
No,
Anthony
yeah,
didn't debut in the group, so I don't care. But
exactly.
JO1, they're like always in studio tune too. That's what I love. Like they're, I mean, they're promoted more in Japan. That's why I know I'm
Yeah.
gonna love this group because they're promoted more in Japan, but they're following the K-pop formula almost one for
Mm-hmm.
one. And that's all I needed out of J-pop. I just wanted like I don't know. If I could just merge the best parts of each, is pretty much what JO1 is giving. And now we're gonna get that in a
Mm-hmm.
girl group. And that's why I'm excited for this group.
I'm looking forward to the magazines where they're child J girl like, and it's just gonna be so good.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be the styling. They're gonna, if they do this right, this can be a cash cow selling purses, shoes, blouses as models, vocal
And this is gonna be a permanent
brand
group.
deals. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This could just really work out. So I'm excited in terms of the business side for everyone involved, the girls, everybody. This is going to be really good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
really excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Yeah. But I
But I
think
think
that's
that's everything I have to
everything.
say.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our combined episode 1 and 2 review. We are so glad to be back reviewing, and we'll be back for episode 3. So please subscribe and like the video so we can get up on the algorithm. Let us know who are your top 11 is, and I guess honorable mentions if you can't fit them all in the 11. Let us know your top 3 stages, and who do you think should have been in another class that got class in something else? Like if they should have been in an F when they got in C and vice versa. We want the T. Spill us the tea in the comments. Thank you guys so much, and until next time, leave high. Uh. Da, 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 da.